In this video I'm going to sort of be doing my first impressions of the Apple Watch Series 3. Though I've had it for 2 days, so I'm not sure if it is really a first impression. I'm not sure what to call it, because it's too late for a first impression, but too early for a review, so let's just go with first impression-ish. Alright, so y'all probably have seen the Apple Watch by now. There's 2 buttons. It has the little crown that you can move up and down, then you can push it in to see all of your apps. And then it has the power button that if you hold it in, obviously you can turn it off, or if you just single press it, you can bring up recently opened apps. And if you push them together at the same time, you can actually take a screenshot on your Apple Watch. Alright, so those are the 2 ways that you can interact with it. Now, what do I think about it? Well, I'm coming from a Fitbit Charge 2, so obviously I got this and I really am focused on fitness. And double thumbs up. I don't have a chest strap, so I can't really tell how accurate the heart rate monitor is. But from what I've done by checking my own pulse and then seeing what it has to say, it's very accurate. My Fitbit, whenever I would do activities, it would struggle to read my heart rate sometimes. Like, I'm not bashing it. It was great. It worked great. But the heart rate monitor didn't work 100% of the time. And I'm sure that this won't either. I mean, it is just a watch. You can't expect perfect performance, especially when it comes to a heart rate monitor, but it's pretty good. So is the Charge 2, but this one's just even better. Alright, so what can we do on it? Well, I showed you the digital crown, and so this is your little apps view. I'm sure you've probably seen it in either in an ad or whatnot. And you can use the digital crown to open your apps. And then once you're in them, you can use it to scroll through your apps. And then you can push in on the digital crown to go back to the view. You can control your music on your iPhone. I don't know about Android. You have a calendar, obviously. And you can use the digital crown. And every time that you move through a menu using the digital crown, it gives you a nice little taptic feedback. I have to say, I love that. Compared to the Charge 2's vibration, that it's just so much nicer. It literally feels like someone is tapping you. It has this power reserve mode, which it turns off all features except for just being a watch. So that's useful if, you say forgot to charge it and you've got a while to go. And these are all of the workouts that it has. It comes with quite a bit of workouts already there. And then, if you select the other option, you do your workout, and then it has an even longer list of workouts that you can do. And I'll make another video about that later. It has a world clock. You can make calls, you can text from it. And now something that I took a little getting used to was putting it on. Like the Charge 2, it wasn't super easy to put it on, but I was used to it. And so then it took me a while to figure out how to get my Apple Watch on, but once I did, it was even easier than my Charge 2. So there you can see I'm sort of struggling to put it on. Alright. How fast is the heart rate monitor? I mean, okay, it takes about a minute to track the heart rate anyway, so can't really get a whole lot faster than a minute. Now, let's look at the charger. It's a magnetic charger. It charges, I believe, by magnetic induction. I think that's what Apple said. It's a pretty strong magnet, actually. You can turn it upside down if you feel like doing that. And also, if you are charging your Apple Watch, say at night, it has this nightstand mode, so it dims the display and it displays your clock whenever you tap on it. And also, if your Apple Watch is not on your wrist at the time, it requires a passcode to use it. So if you are using Apple Pay and you're worried about that, well, you don't need to be. And there's one thing that I forgot to mention, that is the Activity app. And that tracks your movement throughout the day, how many minutes you've exercised, how many hours you've stood for at least a little bit of time, your distance, I think I already mentioned your steps, flights climbed. So it's pretty useful. Alright, so now that we've gotten all that out of the way, what are my first impressions of it? I love it. It doesn't track my sleep, but you can get an app to do that. But I also didn't really use that anyway in the first place. It does everything that I needed to do. It has different settings for indoor running, walking, and outdoor running and walking, which my Charge 2 didn't. I didn't even know that I needed, but I mean, I suppose indoor running is different from outdoor running. Heart rate monitor works. Calls on this work extremely well. I mean, if you're in a crowded area, I don't recommend it, but if your phone is, say, across the room and you're too lazy to go and get it, you can easily just use your watch to answer the call or call someone. Text to speech is really good. And check this out. Hey Siri, what will the high be today?
The high will be 66 degrees today.
Siri speaks to you in the Series 3 Apple Watch. And is pretty good and very fast to respond. I've heard that the Series 2, 1, and the original were very slow. The Series 3 is pretty fast. I'd say really fast. It's almost as fast as my iPhone. So sometimes it actually is faster to just look at my watch, read an email, delete the email, read a text, respond to the text. If I'm getting a notification from Snapchat, whether I want to check it or not, whether I care about it or not. So, yeah, that's my first impression. I'd say probably in a month or so I will make a full review of it. So, yeah, thank you all for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.